Hello, here we are again at Auckland Property Management, and today we're going to talk about getting the rent right for your property so that you don't have a series of vacancies in your property. I have today with me Celia Burbery, who's our General Manager of Property Management, and Celia and I are going to share some ideas and tips with you to make sure that your property is full all the time at the right rental.
Thank you, Howard. Today I'd like to share with you just an overview of how important it is for landlords to price their property correctly when they first come to the market. When a property becomes available is when the most amount of tenants will be looking for your property. There may be 2 or 3 or 5 in the market sitting and waiting for your property to come available. That's where that pricing is so important to get that right. Unfortunately, what we're finding at the moment is that the media is influencing landlords to put extremely high premium prices on their property due to the supply and demand industry that we're in. This can have a negative effect in the long run, unfortunately, because there's many variable factors, which can be time of year, it can be seasonal, it can be geographical reasons. So Auckland has a variation of pockets of different prices within its region. It's not just one across the board, and unfortunately often the media will discuss Auckland as just one big city with one big price on it for properties, but that is not the case. When we come to pricing a property here at Auckland Property Management, we take many different points into consideration, and we like to base it on market evidence so that we are not in our enthusiasm to win your business merely overpricing your property, but giving you accurate information about the price that will be secured by a tenant within the shortest amount of time. The way that we handle this with our landlords is that we do a thorough investigation of the area, of similar properties that are currently available, similar properties that have been recently let. It's also relevant to the condition of the property and the many variable factors that have to be taken into consideration. Remembering that tenants are looking at multiple properties when they go out looking, not just your property. What concerns us sometimes is that landlords can lose money because of their expectations and are not based on market evidence. And this can add up to quite a few dollars in the long run, even though it may only appear a small weekly amount. It can actually greatly affect the maximisation of your investment property. Howard's now going to share with you a recent example of exactly how this can financially affect a landlord. Howard.
Thanks, Celia. That is certainly a problem we do have in the Auckland marketplace at the moment. Expectations can run ahead of where the actual rentals are. Can I recount an actual event that happened? We had a landlord come to us and ask for, and thinking that his property was worth $600 a week. Well, in actual fact, the market was saying that his rent should have been $580 a week. He resisted the market evidence and waited for the $600 a week. We waited 2 extra weeks, and then we had to bring the price back to $580. I can now share with you the actual figures. By waiting the extra 2 weeks, this client lost $1,160 at the $580 that he could have got, waiting for the extra $20 a week. It would take us many weeks for him to recover that right through the year. In fact, he won't recover that. But if he had accepted the $580 on day one and we had had the tenant in place, he would have been well and truly in pocket, and the investment would have been returning something for him. Some people don't know that Auckland Property Management offer a free rental appraisal, and you can come in and take advantage of that by ringing one of our property managers or our business development managers, and we will be able to explain to you where the market is and help you to get your property rented much quicker at the full market rental. Look forward to meeting you again. Cheers for now.